Hello, good morning students. We are discussing about the applications depending on the electric flux and Gauss theorem. So today we have a problem on the whiteboard. That problem is related to the electric flux and Gauss theorem. Now see, let us detail. A charge of 4 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb. So this one is the charge. So we can write here charge Q is given, that is 4 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb, is distributed normally on the surface of a sphere. So if we consider a sphere is there, so we can draw here one sphere like this, and on that sphere this Q is distributed. Okay, so charges are distributed on the sphere of radius 1 centimeter. It is covered. A sphere, it has a radius that is 1 centimeter. This one is the center. It is covered by a concentric hollow conducting sphere of radius 5 centimeter. So it is covered by a concentric hollow conducting sphere. Now we can draw another sphere, that is, it has 5 centimeter, that is 5 centimeter its radius. Okay, so radius is given, that is 5 centimeter. We have to draw another concentric sphere. Concentric sphere means what? The center of these two sphere must be same, that is O. O is the center for first sphere as well as another sphere. So first sphere, it has radius 1 centimeter, another sphere it has radius 5 centimeter, and number of charges, they are distributed on the surface of charge sphere. Find the electric field at a point 2 centimeter away from the center. Now if we consider from this center, if we consider 2 centimeter is the radius, suppose this one is the 2 centimeter from the center of sphere, then taking radius 2 centimeter, we have to draw another Gaussian sphere like this, having its radius 2 centimeter, because we have to find at a point. So a point P is consider here, but when you consider point P, then the distance is 2 centimeter from the center of sphere. So from the center of sphere, take 2 centimeter distance and put there a point P, and according to this point P, or through this point P, you have to draw Gaussian sphere. Okay, so this dotted sphere, that is the Gaussian sphere. On the surface of that sphere, Gaussian sphere, P is there at a distance 2 centimeter from the center of sphere. Okay, we have to find that electric field. Okay, so now we have to find electric field at that point. So how we can find out electric field? So to find out electric field, we must know the Gauss law. Now let us discuss here how we can use here Gauss theorem. We know electric flux is exactly equal to enclosed charge divided by epsilon naught. So this one is the Gauss theorem. So we can write here, that is the Gauss theorem. So using Gauss theorem, electric flux is exactly equal to enclosed charge upon epsilon naught. But what is electric flux? But electric flux must be integration of EDS cos theta. Okay. Now see here, we have to point, that is the electric field at a point 2 centimeter away from the center. Now electric flux have formula, that is integration of EDS cos theta. If theta is considered as 0, then cos 0 is equal to 1. Why we consider theta is equal to 0? See here, charges, they are distributed on the surface of the spheres having radius 1 centimeter. So the electric field intensity is always away from the positive charge. So we can say that electric field is like this, away from the positive charge, and whatever may be the area of the sphere, so area vector, it is also outward direction, means the direction of area vector and the direction of electric field, so they have same direction, means they are in one direction like this. If they are in one direction, it means there is no angle inclination, so angle is not there, so therefore we can consider here angle is 0. So theta is equal to 0, then cos 0 is equal to 1. So this formula becomes like this. Electric field intensity, integration of ds, and this becomes 1. So instead of this electric flux, instead of this flux, we can put the value of flux. And what is the value of flux? That is, value of flux is exactly is equal to ds is exactly is equal to q enclosed upon epsilon naught. Okay, so this is the way, proper way to discuss or to solve the problems depending on flux and Gauss law. Now we can easily solve, that is electric intensity is equal to q upon epsilon naught into integration of ds. Now integration of ds means what? Integration of ds stands for what? That is the unit area. ds stands for unit area. Integration of ds means what? Area, that is total area. Okay, so this is sphere, so we can write area of sphere we can consider. So this delta, so the integration of ds stands for area of sphere, and we know the area of sphere. What is area of sphere? So area of sphere is 4 pi r square. Okay, so now we can put E is equal to Q. What is Q? Q is given, that is 4 into 10 to the power minus 8. So 4 into 10 to the power minus 8 upon epsilon naught, that is epsilon naught. The value of epsilon naught is 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12 multiplied by 4 pi r square. So here we can put epsilon naught, because we have another value here, that is epsilon naught multiplied by 4 pi r square. So here E is equal to 4 into 10 to the power minus 8 divided by epsilon naught into 4 pi r square. So here we can write E is equal to but 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught has the value 9 into 10 to the power 9. 9 into 10 to the power 9. So therefore E is equal to 4 into 10 to the power minus 8 multiplied by 9 into 10 to the power 9 upon r square. So what is r? R is given. What is r? R is 2 centimeter. So it is 2 centimeter away from the field. So r here, it is 2 centimeter away from the center. So here we consider, but r is equal to 2 centimeter. So 2 centi means what? 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So therefore E is equal to 4 into 10 to the power minus 8 multiplied by 9 into 10 to the power 9 upon 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole square. So this becomes 4 into 10 to the power minus 8 into 9 into 10 to the power 9 upon 4 into 10 to the power minus 4. So 4 get cancel. So E is equal to 9 into 10 to the power minus 8 plus 9 plus 1, and this minus 4 becomes plus 4. So therefore electric field intensity is 9 into 10 to the power 5. Electric field intensity, and it is measured in Newton per Coulomb. So this is the electric field intensity. Okay, so electric field intensity is exactly equal to 9 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per Coulomb. Now the first part here we solved. Now which things are given in second part, let us discuss in details. So in first part, what we calculate here? In first part we calculate, that is the electric field intensity at a point 2 centimeter from the center of the sphere. So center of the sphere, so from the center of the sphere we consider here at 2 centimeter distance there is a Gaussian surface, and the point P is there at a distance 2 centimeter from the center of sphere, and we have to find out the electric intensity at that point, at point P particularly. So to find the electric intensity we consider, that is Gauss theorem, electric flux is exactly equal to enclosed charge divided by epsilon naught, and we know the electric flux is nothing but integration EdS cos theta. Here theta we consider 0, so cos 0 is equal to 1. Therefore we get electric flux is equal to electric field intensity into integration of ds. ds stands for here what? Here unit area. So using these mathematical concepts, finally we get E is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per Coulomb. Okay, now what we have to find? Another, that is surface charge density. Surface charge density. How we can find out the surface charge density here? See our next part. So in next part, for second part, that is a charge of 6 into 10 to the power minus 8 Coulomb is placed on the hollow sphere. Find the surface charge density on the outer surface of the hollow sphere. Means whatever may the outer surface of that hollow sphere, you have to find the surface charge density, and we know surface charge density. Surface charge density, it is represented by sigma, and sigma is nothing but it is a charge upon area. So charge means what? Q, and area means what? Area of sphere. Area of sphere is 4 pi r square. So this is the proper formula to find out surface charge density, and surface charge density is sigma is equal to Q upon 4 pi r square. Now the question may be arise here, that is a charge of 6 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb is placed on the hollow sphere. Okay, so already there is a charge, that is 4 into 10 to the power minus 8. So we can write here the total charge will be, so total charge, so initial charge is 4 into 10 to the power minus 8, and we are introducing here the another charge also, that is plus 6 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb. So the total charge we will get here 10, 4 plus 6 10, 10 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb. This is for total charge. The value of total charge is 10 into 10 to the power minus 8. Okay, so we can put here total charge instead of this Q upon 4 pi r square, then we will get that is sigma is exactly is equal to Q means what, 10 into 10 to the power minus 8 upon 4 pi means 3.14 multiplied by r is the distance. Find the surface charge density on the outer surface of the hollow sphere. We consider there at a 5 centimeter distance there is another hollow sphere. Okay, so here r, that is 5 centimeter. 5 centi means what, 10 to the power minus 2 its square, r square, 5 centimeter square. So it becomes sigma is equal to 10 into 10 to the power minus 8 upon 4 into 1, 3.14 into 5 square, 25, and 10 to the power minus 2 square, 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, so multiplying this all these terms, calculating this part, we will get here sigma is equal to 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 6. This is the final answer, that is 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 6. It is coulomb per meter square. Coulomb per meter square. Why it is in coulomb per meter square? Because this coulomb per meter square indicates what, sigma, and sigma is nothing but just it is a surface charge density. And what is the meaning of surface charge density? That is sigma is equal to charge per unit area, and charge per unit area is called as surface charge density. The formula is Q upon 4 pi r square. Why we are using here 4 pi r square? That is the area of sphere. Okay, so this is the proper method to solve the applications depending on the Coulomb's law, or we can say electric flux. Okay, we will stop here. Till then, thank you.